The city life. Who doesn't love crumbling infrastructure, homelessness, overpriced cocktails, and long wait times to get just about anywhere? Oh, did I mention the drug infestation problem? Yeah, that's also a thing too. Oh wait, nobody likes those things, you say? A quick scan of America's population centers would certainly indicate differently, of course. As cities across the country have been exposed as lethal cesspools masquerading as busy metropolises, city folk have been leaving for greener concrete pastures through 2020, heading to smaller cities seeking refuge. Today, we are going to be ranking the following small cities based on several different factors, including online mentions, the nightlife, its population, as well as location. If you've been thinking of departing the big city life for something a bit more scaled down and homegrown, then you've come to the right place. Number 10, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Step 1, go to Detroit. Step 2, leave immediately. Step 3, locate massive neon flashing sign that says, "Welcome hipsters." Congratulations, you're now in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Hey, what can I say about this place? Artists as well as creative types alike love it here. If you're a total nerd, and I mean a big fan of museums and natural beauty, this is the absolute hotspot for you. The University of Michigan Museum of Natural History is teeming with displays from yesteryear, while the university itself boasts an elite reputation and plays host to some of the best collegiate athletic teams in the country. If the outdoors and nature is more your thing, the Mathey Botanical Gardens are a wildly popular stop for visitors, as is the Nicholas Arboretum. With a population of just over 120,000, this small city is steeped with things to do and provides an immersive cultural experience. Number 9, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Aside from being a popular vacation spot and spring break destination for countless college students, Myrtle Beach ranks as one of the most desirable small cities in America, and with good reason. I mean, it's got the beach in its name. Gaining its reputation as a popular tourist destination, there is a dedicated local population which has watched their home grow exponentially over the last couple of years. If you love relaxation, the ocean, golfing, and overall just a laid-back lifestyle, you may have just found yourself your next home, but act fast. Myrtle Beach's population is steadily growing and has increased by 1/3 over the last 10 years, from roughly 27,000 citizens to something around 36,000 in 2020. Number 8, Trenton, New Jersey. Look, it pains me to think Jersey is anywhere on a top 10 list best, but here we are. I guess there's some cool stuff that happened to Trenton in the last few years since Washington crossed the Delaware. I had to grab my map for this one, but Trenton is indeed a very central place to Philly and New York, making it a popular place for residents for many of the city's elite. There's a ton of diversity here as well, which is reflected in the restaurants, nightlife, and overall vibe that this place gives off. That must have been why Washington came here. In all seriousness, though, the state capital does have a lot going for it in 2020, as countless New York City and Philly residents have been seeking refuge from their city and settle into the surrounding areas. Although its population has remained relatively close to the 80,000 mark over the last 30 years or so, in a few years, it wouldn't be surprising if Trenton really started to explode into a giant city after all. Number 7, Boulder, Colorado. You'd be forgiven if the only thing that you think about Boulder, Colorado is that it was in that song by those petty, unlikable EDM guys. Located within 30 minutes of Denver, Boulder does have a lot to offer. The historic and beloved Pearl Street is an absolute mecca for dining, microbrew sipping, or people watching. There's really no better area to get your winter sports fix, and earning potential is very high in Boulder. Also nearby is the uber elite Aspen, which boasts some of the best skiing and snowboarding trails in the nation. Our research has also indicated that there's some pretty intelligent folk that live in the area, as nearly 10% of the population possesses some kind of professional degree. So, between the location, the recreation, and the quality of company that you'll be keeping, Boulder is honestly where it's at in Colorado. Similar to Trenton, the population has remained relatively consistent over the past 3 decades, hovering right at around 100,000. Number 6, Anchorage, Alaska. Now, how in the world did we get here? The whole idea of spending money on Alaska was scoffed at by Americans for years, and here we are, praising one of its mightiest cities. Believe it or not, people love Anchorage, and not just because it's a popular stop on Pacific cruises. Craft beer is huge in Anchorage, featuring phenomenal breweries like the aptly named Anchorage Brewery and others such as Broken Tooth and Resolution Breweries. The overall trendy vibe that has developed in the last couple of years provides a big city feel in a small corner of the country while still giving you some greenery to lie and tell your friends you've explored. Now, don't just take my word for it. One quick Google search will show you that this city is absolutely stunning. Whether you want to do a glacier walk at Medanska or interested in doing a stroll across the city, there is something for everyone. If you end up finding yourself in that part of the country, Anchorage is definitely worth it. You certainly won't be alone, though, as Anchorage comes with a population of nearly 300,000. Number 5, Asheville, North Carolina. I think if you take Anchorage and put it in a blender with Ann Arbor, you'd basically come out with Asheville. Travelers go absolutely crazy for this place, and with good reason. Asheville is a craft beer mecca and is bursting with live music events and venues, when COVID disappears, of course. There's some insane nightlife locations, like the Guitar Bar and lots of shopping centers. With a natural boho flair, Asheville's been exploding as of late, as it attracts transplants from all over. Outdoor lovers have even flocked to the area as well, with the ability to zip line, whitewater raft, and horseback ride all over the place. With a population that has steadily increased over the last several years, Asheville's home to nearly 107,000 residents. Number 4, Savannah, Georgia. Truth be told, Savannah is beautiful, if only it wasn't in Georgia. Teeming with phenomenal restaurants and beautiful architecture, there is something seriously charming about the southern metropolis. Legend has it that the only reason it wasn't destroyed during the Civil War by the Union Army was due to its breathtaking aura. Although there is a big city feel to Savannah, it has an old world, small town thing going for it too. Known for its cobblestone streets and gorgeous neighborhoods, Savannah is attracting more and more people as its population comes in at nearly 150,000. Number 3, Santa Fe, New Mexico. New Mexico is, well, ugly and pretty forgettable. Besides Breaking Bad and meth, what else does it have going for it? Well, we may have stumbled across an answer, believe it or not. Hailing as the most Instagrammed small city in the country, Santa Fe is also the country's oldest city at over 400 years old. Surrounded by some pretty incredible mountains, rivers, and scenic deserts, Santa Fe offers a little something for everyone. Whether you'd like to see an opera show at the Santa Fe Opera House or purchase local fresh produce at the popular Santa Fe Farmers Market, you're going to be pleasantly surprised by all there is to do out here with 85,000 other residents. Number 2, Naples, Florida. You had to have known that elderly New Yorkers' favorite retirement destination would get onto this list somewhere. Well, Florida, here's your time to shine. Situated on Florida's southwest coast, Naples boasts some of the best eateries in the entire nation. With a relatively low population and a pretty scenic setting, there is a great opportunity to really relax and unwind on any of the beaches that Naples features, or even enjoy some shopping in a very respectable downtown region. With some of the best parks and outdoor activities that you would find anywhere in the country, Naples will likely explode in population following the coronavirus pandemic, as it currently sits at just over 20,000 residents. Lastly, number 1, Reno, Nevada. Besides serving as the inspiration for the legendary Reno 911, Reno really is the biggest little city in the world, boasting about 250,000 year resident. Gamblers and travelers alike love Reno for its location to several highly attractive tourist destinations, such as Lake Tahoe and Yosemite National Park. Stocked to the brim with nightlife and casinos that would make it the feature city in any other state than Nevada, Reno provides some of the best restaurants in the country and best restaurant scene of any small city on this list. If hanging out with the weirdos at Burning Man is more your thing, a couple hour drives north will take you there. There really is something for anyone in Reno, and man, do we mean it. So there you have it. That's our list of the top 10 best small cities in America for 2020.